Hi, good day. After left a work that was more stressful than my last work the past year in October, I decided to go with my mom and brother to a trip right to Jaén in Cajamarca, in the north of Peru, especially in a little bit village called Tactago, that I have a picture right now. And when I was doing that, I say to myself, my life is big enough to being just in the city for my life. Here it is. Um, the same time, at the same day, we contacted the transport service called Siva and reserved the tickets. I remember asked them, is there any risk of losing equipment? And they told me there's no risk, everything is controlled by yourselves. What a relief. The travel was about 26 hours. In the bus, there were some problems in the road with vehicular accidents, and it was one of the most hottest travels I got in my life. What was like? Once arrived, I knew that Jaén has one of the hottest surface I have ever experienced. Touch the ground there is incredible hot. Just look the sun is amazing. I was absolutely exhausted too, but one of us wasn't surprised at all, and she was my mom, because she born there. And well, one thing to keep in mind is we didn't eat something since we leave Lima. So after eating a delicious tallarines verdes and a fresh cebada, also known as barley in English, we took a trip with an uncle to Tactago. And during the way, I saw a curious form of life called tuyos or tillandsias too, that is like this and grow in cables. They are a common plant life in the region, especially in the Amazonas, and nothing like Lima, of course. During the way to Tactago, the heat was unbearable, so I would rather have a ride in Lima that is more fresh. And there, and once there, we felt welcome. Welcome. A lot of familiars hug us and ask about how do we feel during the trip, and it was surprisingly warm. I was completely exhausted too, going to the harvest, swimming in the river, harvesting some yucas, avocados too, and exploring the city. I had a picture of it. Look, the white shirt is me, the other one is my brother, and the person who is in the middle, it's my uncle. And we are harvesting some yucas. Yucas. And that is more beautiful, of course. So I will live there. I would rather live there than in Lima. After we left, we felt a little depressed because we had to say goodbye to the grandpa, but we saw him again some days later. And once in Lima, I missed everyone and everything. I hope and I wanna get back there again and again. Thank you.